The French Prime Minister Edouard Philippe is now being grilled by MPs. Clément Bonneau is at the National Assembly for us. Clément, what's the latest?
Well, Edouard Philippe has been facing some very tough questions from MPs. There's a lot of tension in the air. There's been a lot of heckling and booing. The first MP to take the floor was Marielle de Sarnez, a centrist MP who served as minister under Emmanuel Macron's government shortly after he took power. She hailed the suspension of the green tax on fuel as a major gesture, but she also said that more was needed to address the anger, the fears and the frustrations of the protesters. There was also a question from Éric Woerth, a former centre-right budget minister. He was very critical of the government's response to the crisis. He said that the suspension of the green tax on fuel was not enough. He urged the government to scrap it all together, saying it was an unfair measure. He also insisted that what is needed right now is a complete overhaul of the government's fiscal and economic policies. He says that measures that have been implemented so far have only benefited the rich and, well, the poor have been suffering. That's what he said. He also heckled the Prime Minister, saying, "You are not reforming the country, you are breaking it apart." Some very strong words there from Éric Woerth. The Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers responded by defending the measures that were announced this morning. The Prime Minister urged MPs not to indulge in divisions. He said now is not the time for political games. The Prime Minister said he took some responsibility for the crisis, but he said previous governments and all political parties are also to blame.